All right, pizza review time. Manhattan, we are at a new place, 3 months. Ceres, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Again, we're in reverse order because I'm waiting for the cheese pie, the whole pie. But they had a tomato, and I love tomato generally because it's generally crunchier and has the crisp that I like. So we got the backstory, pretty remarkable backstory. He also put parm on it, looking me right in the eyes, being like, I know you don't like parm, but this is how we do this slice, so this is how you're getting this slice. So the backstory, should I wait till I get the cheese to tell the backstory? No, I'll do the backstory. You can make it work, however. Two guys working at 11 Madison Park, which I believe is where I went to a Kentucky Derby party like 10 years ago, and they didn't have the horse races on, the undercard, and I almost flipped out. So anyways, there are chefs there, came up with the concept for pizza during COVID. It took them 4 years to find a lease. So 4 years to find a spot. I don't exactly know where we are. We're at a very hipster-like area of New York where there's like vintage stores and all that. So 4 years to get the lease till one didn't fall through. They got it. They didn't want to take investment, put it all on their credit card. These are like chefs. I'm like, what's the name? Ceres mean? He's like, it's a wild type of yeast that gives off something that I lost them after, wild kind of yeast, but they're chefs. And he did the drizzle on it. So let's see how it goes. They were also on Fallon the other day for some reason. It had nothing to do with us coming here. This has been on my list for, I don't know, a month and a half, but I don't live in New York anymore. So here we go. Here's the tomato, great undercarriage. This will not be what I base the score on. This is just pleasure eating. I'll wait for the fresh large pie. So I don't like fancy pizza generally. When I say I don't like it, when you do the parm and you do the little drizzle, this worked. You can kind of, I don't want to get ahead of my skis, but you can tell they're chefs. Like, this didn't overpower the slice. This is great. We'll see what the cheese does, but this would have easy 8. So we'll see if the cheese bit him in the ass, because this is not the official score. But this is great. I mean, this is a great slice. If I eat a whole pie of it, I don't know. Single slice, amazing. We'll wait for the cheese. This is great. Great. I've said it 10 times. I've had so much pizza, I said I didn't want any. This is why you're in the game, this tomato slice. This is mid-high 8. I don't even know what a 9 is anymore. I've given up on trying to figure that out. Because people are like, what do you have to do a 9? I honestly don't know what's going on. This tomato slice, I'd put up against any slice I've ever had. Honestly, I would. That's how good this is. Will not be the score. They chose to go cheese. It's as good a slice as you can have, period. Now, the only thing is, I don't know if I could eat 100 of them, like a Sally's or a Crush New Haven, but a single slice, wow. Spectacular. I don't think this can live up to the tomato sauce. I'm like nervous. Still doing the palm too. I would have said no, don't do that to me. I'm curious whether I should have, well, we'll see. That was as good a tomato slice as I've ever had. But now I'm judged. I said don't score, but don't score on the cheese.
Good God. All right.
I know. I'm actually nervous. All right, here we go with the cheese review, made with love in Manhattan. Ooh, isn't that a nice touch? They say who made the pizza, Jake and Julian. They're the only two, from what I gather, who work there. So at this point, it's got to be them. I'm slightly nervous. Do you want to walk through? Or are you just here for the show? What's going on?
Pizza.
Yeah. You're right about that. You want a slice? You want a slice? No, just watch. All right. Stay focused, because I'm coming in saying I was like nervous. And I don't get nervous to eat pizza. I've had pizza every day for like 10,000 straight days now. The tomato slice, which you'll have to put in, was just about the best slice single I've ever had. Now, the only thing, it was rich, so could I have a whole thing? And I said I'm going to score the cheese. Look at it, looks beautiful. And I'm hoping... I'm hoping this lives up to it. It feels like it would. Great undercarriage, the char on it. They did a little less parm, it looked like, but still the drizzle. So here we go. Ceres, the wild yeast that grows somewhere or another. One bite, everybody knows the rules. So, I mean, a standard answer for me has been, what's your favorite, for years, what's your favorite pizza in Manhattan? John's Bleecker. That was almost like the knee-jerk, number one. Still love John's Bleecker. This 100% can go toe-to-toe with it without even thinking twice. Like, this is as good as anything I've had in Manhattan. This can live in New Haven. This could go anywhere. Different type of pizza, obviously, than New Haven. But this is... I'm gonna take out the 9. I'm gonna take out the 9 marker, which I can't remember the last time I gave out a 9. I'm going 9-2. 9-2 here, 9-2, 9-2, 9-3 tomato, whatever you want. I don't know how they're gonna do it with 2 people. They're already on like national TV, but this is as good as you can get in New York City right now. As good as you can get. Everyone's giving the scores to them back. Who are you guys relaying the scores to? 9-2. A good story. They put this all on their credit cards. 4 years in the process. Must have, top of the list, Manhattan pizza, without a doubt. And I've had it all. This is as good as it gets. Ceres. Great pizza. Woo! Yes, it's that good. I gotta tell you. As good as I've had.
What did we get?
9-2.
9-2.
It's as good as I've had.
Thank you so much.
As good as you can get in the city.
Thank you so much.
I don't know how you guys are going to keep up if it's just the 2 of you now, but
yeah, we got
it's as
3
good as
months.
I've had in Manhattan.
Awesome.
9-2.
Thanks, Steve.
What's the glasses?
They came like that.
I didn't know if that was some crazy chef glasses.
No. They are. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, it's spectacular.
Thanks so much.
Spectacular.
Thank you for having me so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Good luck. Congrats.
Have a great day.
Yep.